Hello and welcome to Love Anything Art. Today I'll be making this chocolate candy heart box with roses. These are the supplies I used. I'm using red clay, and I'm going to roll it out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine. Cut out a heart shape. I made a heart template using index cards. As I do this, I will slightly press the template into the clay so that it doesn't move around. Cut out a second heart shape using the red clay. Roll out a long strip of red clay. I use my pasta machine on the thickest setting and then trim away on all four sides so that it's nice and even and it's a long rectangular shape. Wrap this around the outer rim of one of the heart shapes that you cut out. I'll use my tissue blade to tidy up the edges, and I'm just gently pressing in, pushing all the clay together. And this is the back of the clay. You'll notice that the pieces are not joined together. I'll join those pieces together in a moment. Starting with the inner rim of the box, I'm using this soft-tipped rubber tool to join the pieces together and smooth out all the seams. You'll want to do the top outside where the two pieces are joined together, and then also the inside and the top. And I am using Primo Red. It is a firmer clay, and I feel it works best with a box project like this, where you want to have your sides very stiff and firm. And then I'll join the back together. If you have any imperfections, you can always sand those out after you bake your box. Again, I'll use my tissue blade to shape up the sides and push all the pieces together. I've rolled out black clay on my pasta machine using the middle thickness setting. Basically, you'll want your black clay to be thin, but still firm enough to cut out a shape without distorting it. Using a heart template, cut out your shape. Place the black heart shape on top of the second red heart shape. And this may take a little bit of maneuvering. You might have to lift it up a little bit and replace it back. Doesn't have to be too perfect, because you can always trim away all the excess. And I did use Primo black clay. And then just using a tool, I trimmed up all the sides and then pushed the two pieces together so it looks like one flawless heart. And I flipped it over and did the same with the back side. Again, I rolled out a long piece of red clay into a long rectangular shape. I'm going to wrap this around the base of the heart and then join the pieces together and smooth out all the seams. Now it's time to make the chocolates for the box. You can use whatever colors you would like to make your chocolates. I'll be using brown, black, and white, and then also some pink. To make a lighter colored chocolate, I'm going to take some brown and white and mix them together. And then form it into a nice square shape. For a little bit darker chocolate, I'll just take the brown and make it into a rectangular shape. And then I'll do the same with the black clay, and I'll make various shapes and sizes. These are my chocolates so far. I've rolled out some pink clay very thin, and I'm going to make a little swirl pattern on the top of one of them. Question: what do y'all do on Valentine's Day? Do you have any special traditions or things you like to do? Please let me know in the comments below. I'll use my tissue blade and cut in a pattern on the top of one of them. Valentine's Day is a day set aside to show the person you love how much you love them. If you want to show this channel a little love, you could hit that subscribe button. I'll use a little bit of Bacon Bond. Pour it into two piles. And then I'm going to add chalk pastels. Then be sure to mix it up very thoroughly. And then do the same with the black. And And with the very little on the end of my toothpick, I'll begin to place patterns on the top of the chocolates. For inspiration, you can always look at pictures online of boxes of chocolates. They come in all sorts of sizes and shapes, colors, with designs on them. You can really decorate your chocolates however you want. I decided to fill all the negative space with roses. I won't get into detail about how to make the roses in this video. I have made other videos that show you how to make roses if you'd like to check those out. And I will make various shapes and sizes of roses. And then I'll just make little rose buds, and I'll place them in there too. This is what I have so far. And also I decided to fill up the space with some more chocolates also. I'll continue filling my box with chocolates and roses. And I thought I'd show you how I tuck them in there. I just place them on the end of a stick pin and then set them in there gently. You can also use the stick pin to move them around and place them where you want. And this is the box filled up. And I decided to place on some chalk pastel, just on the roses. Use a light touch to brush it on. You'll want to bake your clay at this point before moving on to the next step. And this is them when they're baked. And this next step is optional, but I do find that it keeps the box together better. You want to create a border around the back side of the top so that when you place the box lid on top, it stays in place and doesn't move around. Roll out some red clay on the thickest setting of the pasta machine, and then cut off a strip. And you'll want to wrap this around right there on the rim where the two pieces of the top of the box meet together. Before placing on the bacon bond, I do want to measure out my piece to make sure I have the correct size and length before gluing it into place. If you like this channel or you've watched a couple of my videos and still haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you tapped that button and joined the love. Place a little bit of bacon bond on the box and then use your finger to smooth it out. You don't need a whole bunch, just a little bit to help set it in place, and join the clay together, and then begin placing on your border. This will take a little maneuvering to get it into place exactly where you want it. Go ahead and trim away any excess clay, and then continue adjusting your sides. And to make sure you have it where you want it, and so that your box lid fits on your box bottom, gently place the top on the bottom so that it fits, and then you can kind of move it around a little bit. This will help adjust it into place. And if not, you can always take it off and then maneuver it to where you want it to be, and then place it back on and keep adjusting until you have your box lid and your bottom fit together perfectly. And I finally have mine the way I want it. I'm going to bake my pieces again and then resin. You could always leave your box natural and not put any resin on there, but if you did put chalk pastels, I would recommend putting resin on at least the flowers to help seal that chalk pastel into place. And this is my box. I love how this turned out. And I did decide to put little droplets of resin on the top of the flowers to kind of make it look like water droplets. I don't know if the camera really picks that up or not. I so hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!